what's up, it's TheBronyCrafter, and today welcome to another Milo reaction video. So today, I'm going to be reacting to After the Fact Slice of Life by Silver-Quill. And, yeah, I really enjoy this dude's reviews. I think he's very funny. His editing skill is phenomenal. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. But, yeah. Let's start this video in 3, 2, 1... Nice zooming on the castle there.
You there, boy! What day is today?
Hey, Robin!
I'm not a kid! I'm just a bit overdue for a growth spurt. Wait a minute, Silver, I've been doing reviews longer than
Hush, child! It's time to review episode 100! I haven't missed it!
Missed it? The Slice of Life was more than 2 months ago. You're way late.
Well, I've been extremely busy, and I've been trying to give each episode its due. It may be episode 100, but that doesn't mean other episodes aren't worth talking about.
Sure, whatever. I hear old age starts making you a bit slower, Silver.
Okay, you stay right there. I'm gonna tan your hide.
Try not to take 2 months to do it, Silver.
Ah, shut up.
Wait a minute. You have wings. Why are you taking the stairs?
Good point. Good point. Why isn't he taking the stairs? More convenient.
Pop quiz, do you recognize this guy?
I actually don't recognize that guy. I didn't watch the 80s
No worries
Transformers
if you
cartoon.
don't. Old Grandis
Not
here
yet.
never appeared in animated form until 18 years after his introduction. He was part of the Japanese manga that never hit US shores.
Oh, okay.
So why would the crew of Transformers Animated feature him in an episode? For all practical reasons, it was pointless. But for every die-hard Transformers fan, this was a gift, and that's the nature of...
fan service.
I prefer to call them shoutouts, since amongst otaku, fan service usually involves scantily clad women in unnecessary shots.
Mm-hmm.
Do not have sound effects. They don't blow in the wind. They aren't perfectly spherical. The writers must be men.
Here's the thing about shoutouts. They're like a secret message between the writers and their audience. We know you're watching our work, and we want to acknowledge that. Everyone who sees it and understands feels like they're part of the group. But if you don't know enough or don't catch the reference, you can still enjoy the story in the context presented. That's
Yeah, you
not to say
can.
It's always good. A shout-out can't make up for a poor story. I see your treachery, Michael Bay, but I will not see your movies. So what happens when shout-outs stop being subtle and become the focus of an episode? No longer a game of spot the background pony. Now the Muffin Mayor and others take center stage. There are a lot of ways this can go wrong, including leaving half the audience behind. After all, the intended audience and their parents aren't necessarily active online, and you can't just leave them in the lurch. Which is why there was some uncertainty heading into episode 100. When the announcement first came out that this would focus on background characters...
To be honest, I had that type of fear
the two
too.
most extreme reactions. On the cynical side of things, this episode is a lazy attempt at fan pandering with no effort made for plot progression or story structure.
Okay, thank you, Snape.
Why is no one listening to my condescending message? And on the zealot end of the scale, I don't think either extreme is fair because both define this episode by the shoutouts rather than a story that really is present. It's divided amongst several parties, but funny enough, that's a lot more true to life. Yes, I'm saying that the episode about background characters in a cartoon about pastel ponies is more true to life than your average character-focused episode. Go to any major public center and there are 100 stories intersecting for no reason.
Look at the air horn apple set.
Sometimes these individual tales can overlap, but by and large they're as separate as the lives of strangers. And a multitude of movies and books have used this technique to great effect. So while I understand the criticism that the narrative shifts too much in this episode, it doesn't become an issue for me personally if I let go of the need for a singular storyline. The unifying event is Cranky Matilda's wedding, and my apologies to you, Cadence and Shining Armor, but from just this opening, I'm more invested in their wedding than your own. We got to see the lengths Cranky went to out of love for Matilda, and these photos show what happened since we left off. The relationship has grown, and without having this for Cadence and Shining Armor, I felt like an important part of them as characters was missing.
Cadence and Shining Armor really don't get enough love, do they?
Hello, my name is Doodle Dabble. I'm a doodle.
Hi, I'm confused.
I'm confused.
Shining Armor exhibit a character set I've been dying to see in popular television, especially children's television. Kids these days don't often have good role models for couples, and especially in the media. Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, for example, aren't exactly the best relationship advice for kids. And then often becoming a couple is the end goal in stories. Having a couple just displayed as living life together would behoove us.
And now the book is making horse puns. Finally happened. I've cracked.
There are lots of character pairs that work well together and then become a couple, kind of like Entangled or Avatar. Shining Armor and Cadence both have wonderful characters, support each other, and have important jobs, and the way they work together is admirable. But they do it in a coupley sort of way, so Cadence and Shiny, ship it to the moon!
I'm a fan of their potential as a couple, but I haven't gotten to see them actually work as a team since the Crystal Empire. And even then, it was more inactivity and worry until the wife javelin competition. So there's more sense
The
of
wife javelin competition. That is the best thing I've heard all day.
Matilda, they're the cute old couple I see walking down the street, and just holding hands, and you're just like, aw, be together forever. But it's their story to me that sounds more like the fairy tale. I mean, you got the love at first sight, and then the quest to go find his girl.
Yeah.
Also, the sweet girl with the cranky guy is just way too adorable to not be a trope.
What the hey were those butterballs?
Clanad's Dongo family?
Yes, those are words.
You uncultured pigeon. Anyway, the whole wedding freakout scene
Oh.
is way too relatable. Half of my friends are getting married, and the insanity of the episode just gave us something great to laugh at about the craziness we've been going through lately.
Oh, no. We are not bringing in more talking books. I am crazy enough as is, thank you. That's not to say knowing these characters ahead of the event is all happiness. What is with Matilda and writing messages? She put a note for Cranky in the worst possible spot, and she didn't read the invites before sending them out?
This says the wedding is today!
And what does the publisher have to say for herself? Sorry, everyone, but if I'm judging this by whether or not a non-brony would get the joke, then this falls short. The Muffin Mare could have offered a basket of Rubik Cubes, and it would have made as much sense. So the game is on as Ponyville's residents get ready for the event. Another criticism I've heard about this episode is the lack of investment in the third-tier characters. Though I guess this temporarily promotes them to second tier. We as fans have put a lot of energy into assigning personalities to them. But this is the first episode to feature them as true characters. And if that past connection isn't there, are they really worth our interest? I think the answer is yes.
Yes,
because
they
if
are.
the scene is done well, then we can at least have an introduction to the characters and start to form an opinion. Much as we have with characters like Coca Pamel, Brayburn, Soren, the Buffalo, Spitfire, Treehugger, and others. Take the scene where the Muffin Mare asks for the help of a friend. We not only get an entirely new setting,
Muffin Mare,
but we get to see the critical difference between a very overt biography.
Ever since a particularly traumatic experience as a foe, I've been looking for ways to make sense of the world around me.
And a character's personality.
Now, why did we come here again?
And apparently the absent-minded professor is more scatterbrained than his friend, and he
It's Doctor Who.
Oh, who is it now? I just really hope today
Cam!
is a dream.
Dude, how can you not see the references? The TARDIS-like interior, the allusions to a centuries-long life, the eccentric personality. Do you not recognize Doctor Who?
As a David Tennant fanboy, I find that question offensive. However, this scene still works even if you don't know Doctor Who. For without that knowledge, Time Turner is presented as a sort of mad scientist with a good heart, and the Muffin Mare is sincere but easily prone to distraction. They're both becoming fleshed out characters, and the only time Doctor Who knowledge is required comes much later. Admit it, Whovians, you'd pay money to have David Tennant wear that scarf, or for Tom Baker to say that line. But it's important for this.
I gotta say, my friend Chris, when he did a reaction on Two Drunken Irish Bros, he marked out,
Not everyone
freaked
watches
out,
Doctor Who.
whatever you call it.
Not everyone? What are you saying? You mean, like, how could they not? This does not compute. Does not compute.
Oh god, you broke Cam.
Of course, this does put me in an awkward position since I feel like I can't make any more TARDIS jokes while there are now 2 Time Turners.
Oh
the one
god.
I've used in past videos and the one from this episode. Sorry, Doctor, but we must adapt with the times. Fortunately, there's a solution for that. Just close your eyes and go to your happy place. And yes, I'm aware of how horrible that sounds.
I don't want to go.
I know. And I want a Celestia-centered episode. And
Celestia-centered episode?
And for Spike to have an episode that doesn't send the fandom into a rage. Entitlement! Oh my gosh, that was therapeutic.
You scared the living daylights out of me.
Oh, right, we're behind a generation now. Sorry, dude, I loved your run, but time marches forward.
Wait, what? Wait, this Looney He's wearing a...
Yes, excellent. The focus shifts to Time Turner's quest for a tailor, and thanks to some misdirection, includes probably the greatest pop culture reference from this show.
This Lebowski, he calls himself the Dude.
Now, given what I said about Doctor Who, I'm not sure this holds up well. After all, The Big Lebowski is a cult classic, and not everyone is in the know. But thankfully, there's some funny dialogue that's more unique to the moment than the movie.
Oh yeah, man, his name is Me.
Me. What an unfortunate name.
Not to mention, we get to see the world as Time Turner does.
And just look at all these equations. You've got Newton's second law.
Oh, here comes Finn.
Finn?
The coefficient of static friction, force diagram.
Finn.
Momentum and torque.
Finny, Finny, Finn, Finn?
Yes. Just stating some intelligent things, my good hippogriff.
How do you know all this?
I found a page on DeviantArt.
Oh, okay.
So neither of us gets this, and we're just mooching off someone else's knowledge?
Welcome to the internet.
Oh, so true. And what are our main six up to at this point?
Maybe it's just a friendship problem, and it'll all be cleared up in half an hour or so.
I love a good meta-humor joke.
It's Mela.
No, it's a monster. A strange hybrid beast known as the Bugbear. Bugbear, no way this is a real thing. Well, not real, but I mean it can't be historical. Oh my gosh, it really is. The Bugbear is a dangerous goblin-like or book
Wait, it is?
that is fond of eating children. Stories of the Bugbear were used to scare children in English 19th century tales. The name derives from the old Celtic word bug, which means evil.
Okay, I didn't know that was even a real thing.
It's a word used to denote situations as annoying. I probably could have learned some of that by consulting a certain Scottish reviewer, but then I'd have to deal with my own bugbear in the form of her roommate.
Oh god.
Hey, that pigeon is talking smack about me. Just ignore him.
Mad Munchkin.
Your name on it, Buster.
Dramatic reverb.
I suddenly feel annoyed, yet no, not why.
Dramatic reverb.
I'm the one who wants to see ponies get into the fray. It never seemed fair to let the main six handle all of this burden. I mean, can you imagine how short most conflicts would become if ponies actually used numbers to their advantage?
Equestria has more love than any place I've ever encountered. My fellow changelings will be able to devour so much of it.
Okay, team, let's make Celestia proud.
Down with the queen. Down with the queen. There we go.
Here, though, I'm not bothered because the fight is
Fix the
presented at
problem.
very low stakes. So it's almost self-satirizing how the ponies just calmly watch while this less than epic battle unfolds.
Yeah, I
Except
know.
one pony who starts being proactive.
I used to be the best organizer in all of Ponyville.
You mean all those years when winter wrap-up was late? I'm just saying. Can't say I was a big fan of the flower scene. It's callback humor to Applebuck season, and they do the joke twice so folks can understand that's the pony's norm. But it's missing something important.
A disaster! A horrible, horrible disaster! I don't get it.
Yeah, without Twilight to provide a straight mare role, it's not all that funny. But that's not the weakest of these vignettes. No, that belongs to these two.
My name isn't
I mean, the best friends.
Anti-monster agency in Canada. Or at least I did until the
Wait a minute.
went missing from Tartarus a few years back. When it escaped, we had to shutter the whole agency.
Wait a minute.
Every last evidence of the organization's existence was destroyed.
Wait a minute! I thought Lyra would be the weird one in this relationship.
Yeah, me too.
It's like the weakest storyline because there's no goal. Every Ponyos is looking to get ready, make amends, provide a contribution in some way. These two, they're friends, but their goal of decorating Town Hall is quickly solved. Plus, while other characters enjoy some identity on their own, I couldn't tell you anything about these two as individuals, other than one's a secret agent, which is just weird.
The mole snuck into the garden last night.
Wait, what?
The bird has flown the bush.
Sweetie Bloom, what are you doing here?
That's wrong.
The jam is moldy in the kitchen and the rolling rabbit gathers no moss.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Monkeys
Me
are
neither.
restless and my dog has fleas.
Are you thinking before you speak?
Confirm the custard.
Stop saying words.
Over and out.
Words are hard.
Why does this keep happening? Let's
What?
go back to the central event. Matilda's getting to have a heart-to-heart with Stephen Magnet the Sea Serpent. Yep. They
So
named him
tempted
Stephen
to
Magnet
make a
because
joke,
he's-
and I better not make
In
it.
all that we've been through together, the only thing he ever cared about was finding you.
Now hang on, I just realized that while I'm rooting for this couple, all the effort seems to be on Cranky's behalf. He went on the world-spanning search. He bore the brunt of that challenge. Can we get a little love shown from Matilda?
The only thing that matters is that we're together. The wedding isn't the important thing. The marriage is.
All these ponies traveling to Ponyville, putting on uncomfortable
Steven?
clothes, sitting through a
Steven?
long ceremony, the
Steven?
wedding is
Steven?
everything.
Okay, that's it.
Huh. And just like that, I hate Steven Magnet.
Nah, dude. Don't hate the serpent, hate the industry.
Changeling! Away from me, parasite. I have no love to take.
I'm gonna pretend like that comment wasn't totally racist.
Well, good, because it's not. It's speciesist. There's a difference.
Yeah, okay.
I was here for the wedding along with my younger cousin. We can't really trust him by himself. Anyway, it's not Steven's fault that weddings have become such a mess. It's a business now, and that's why they promote all this ceremony and stress.
6,700.
Get people to sink as much money as possible into the perfect wedding when really there's no such thing.
No.
That's a very insightful piece, and I appreciate you sharing it.
Why, thank you.
However, you are the 5th unexpected intrusion today, and I have found a way to vent my rage.
Say what?
What?
Whoa, wait, hold up!
Oh my god.
And now we come to my personal favorite vignette for this.
Here we go. I love this part too.
About Vanna Scratch and Octavia going into this. It's all expressed visually. The split nature of their cottage, the fact that they clearly have two sides of the room. All of it describes their dynamic without words. And you can tell how much fun the production staff had comprising this remix and animating this piece.
Stop! I'm going to be late for the wedding!
One shark jump later, except not really jumping the shark, we get a montage that will likely have mixed meanings. If you're a longtime fan and can place the personas of each character, then you'll get a kick out of it. If not, then this is simply a romp through the town, picking up innocent citizens for a bit of hijinks. Knowing more makes it more fun, but being uninformed doesn't steal the energy or the spectacle.
Yeah.
And knowing the history of button mash may actually make you depressed. And then there's this.
Don't get me started.
What is life? Is it nothing more?
I remember this. I remember this with...
And what is a cutie mark? But a constant reminder that we're all only one bugbear attack away from oblivion.
There's the obvious humor here, which is just funny and unexpected. But looking at this while having watched Party
Hello?
Boot, there's this theme of complexity.
Yeah,
It may not be intentional, but it still ties in.
I think it may be on something.
And even though the gifts are forcibly delivered to the wedding,
Thank you.
We're not done yet. We get to have one of the most, for lack of a better term, human moments for Celestia and Luna.
Wow, about time too.
Lightning Bliss.
Luna ain't perfect, but Celestia has been sitting on a fence in that regard for a while now. About time we see some realism with these two just being sisters, bickering over something as simple as a forgotten gift.
Hey, look everyone, something cute.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? No,
You get used to it.
You get used to it.
And we also have the royal couple showing up to have a little extra humor.
It's alright. He always cries at weddings.
Which I feel like I should find funnier, but I don't. MLP has a history of basing jokes off undermining male stereotypes. The thing is, most of these characters are either designed to look powerful and masculine, or prideful. Shining Armor has been rendered powerless or in need of rescue so many times that he really doesn't have that credit anymore. You want to make jokes like this, make sure the characters have some machismo to them. Like inviting Dusty Cat to a tea party.
Oh, no. I do a lot of crazy
Hey,
stuff, but tea
Dusty
parties isn't one of them.
What if they asked you?
Oh god. No. No. Don't give me the face.
I blame you for this.
As
back.
Good line, amigo. Muffin, see, it works in context. And Mayor finally gets to do something.
It does work in context.
This episode.
It makes you realize that every pony is the star of their own story. And it's not just the main characters in our stories that make life so rich. It's every pony. Those who play big parts.
Hello,
and
Mr.
those
Changeling.
who play small.
And all are happy. Relationships are mended. Fireless fireworks ignite. The bugbear is bested off screen. And we close with a group hug for this love note to the fans. So how was this episode? Depends on how you approach it.
I
From a
give it.
storytelling standpoint, this is a
Should I
fun
make
but
it?
middle of the
No.
road tale.
Oh, okay.
There aren't a lot of twists and turns, but it does keep the information contained enough so that newcomers to the show won't feel lost. Comedy-wise, it has some funny moments, but nothing that seems to have stood out too far. And the shout-outs are numerous, which some will take as a positive or negative depending on their viewpoint. But one thing I wondered going forward is that this episode is open to sort of Pandora's box. Suddenly, we have several characters who have basic but established personalities. They can participate in stories if the writers wish, especially coming to the main six for help. I don't want the background characters to subvert the main six, but I think the show would be strengthened if other ponies came out to play.
Yeah, I think that's...
Speaking of other characters, are you sure you should be hanging around? You've ticked a lot of folks off at this review.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be standing right behind me in an angry mob, aren't they?
Yep.
Looking to do some damage?
Appears so, especially that cute alicorn.
Don't call Lightning Bliss cute.
I'm 50-50 at this point. Either way, you might want to run.
Oh, I would. I totally would. If there weren't a mob of show canon characters blocking my escape route. I'm popular in all the wrong ways.
Oh, for sake. You have wings.
The Cloud Cuckoo Country?
Oh, right. So long, suckers.
Why aren't the rest of them coming?
Yeah, I ain't animating them a flight cycle.
Why would you need to, though?
What?
The meta-humorous fickle mistress. So, you want to spoil my day any further?
Oh God, Mary Sue.
This was atypically clever of you.
Feel my wrath, pigeon.
Okay. Yeah, Robin. Got Dual Dabble. I don't know her. Kango's Pony and Scatterbrain. Those are his two names, I guess. There's Finn. That's where it's at. Mad Munchkin's Mary Sue. That's really good. Sweetie Bloom. Sketchy. Okay, now I know his name. Okay, because I knew I seen her before. Him before. Lightning Bliss. And Dusty Cat. Cloud Cuckoo Country. I'm surprised he's still a thing. Like, to be honest.
MLP-Silver-Quill, thanks for watching.
Oh my God. I saw Flash, Keyframe, Golden Fox, Anthony.
How can you kick this? I don't have the color.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that was really awkward. But yeah, that was After the Fact for Slice of Life, and as you saw, it was pretty cool. And by the way, this is gonna be the last episode, I think, that will be on the Friday, because I'll be starting school on the hold on, let me check for a sec. I'll be starting school on the 14th. So 2 weeks after this is posted, one more episode. So after this on a Friday, and then after and then after that, Milo reaction is going to be on Saturdays again. But I think I did pretty good during the summer with the Friday thing. But Saturdays is a good time to kind of put it on. So next episode after this is going to be a reaction. I don't know to what yet. But I'll figure out. You all know that I'll figure out something. But yeah. Anyways, guys, if you want to become a handstand or a classy member, depending on your journey, you can click on that red button below. And if you want to have my Vine account, my Twitter account, my Instagram, those will all be below. And yeah. And if you want to have an intro, my Skype is below. And yeah. I'll see you later. Peace out. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you want to see another reaction, click on the left side. If you want to see another dance, click on the right side.